Good evening. Good evening. We are back with Dare to Deal with Truth. And this evening, I have a special guest. Some of you may know him, but for those of you that do not know him, I'm going to introduce him. He is one of M.A.D's own board members. This is the THEE William Ellis, and he's here this evening to help us with the special hot topic: when to say no. And that is going to be something that I know so many people are going to be blessed by. So, for those of you that are watching, go ahead and hit that share button so that someone else can hear what we have to say this evening. So, we're not going to waste any time. We're going to jump straight in it. The first thing I'm going to address is I just want to make sure that everyone hears the importance of saying no to others. So, we're going to hit a couple scenarios. But the first thing I want you to realize is, as a human being, you come first. You matter first. And when you put yourself first, it gives you the ability to allow other people to have access to your time, access to your money, access to anything that you have that you can pour out into someone else. And so the first point that I want to draw before we go dig deeper into this conversation is realizing that you matter most. You matter first. You should always put yourself first. That is in any aspect of your life. So the first topic is this: Big Will. We're
Ready.
going to hit them with the one that I know most people know, Will, from South Carolina State University. So, all you Bulldog fans, I know you know him. So, Will, the first thing is at work. Work is more than just going and obtaining a check. Some people literally have closer relationships with their coworkers than their own family members. And so, one of the things that I find is even at work, we have a hard time telling people no. And so, Will, I want you to give us an example of a time when you was at work, whether it's your current job or your former job, and you tell us, when was that moment where literally you felt like, I should have said no, but because of the heart of me, I said yes in spite of it.
Ooh, you starting off with fire. You starting
Oh
off with fire.
yeah,
You starting with
gotta
fire.
hit you where it hurts.
I love it. I love it. So I would say I would start at my last occupation, my last
Mhm,
employment. It's only been 1 year time, and it's going to lead into what I'm saying next. So back then, I was so team driven.
mhm.
When you're employed and you're doing it for the right reason, I say the right reasons,
Mhm.
you're going to you're going to be a yes man. I was a yes man. I was.
Yes.
I'm gonna be honest. I heard the
Mhm.
whispers behind my back. Oh, he's always going to do it because he's a kiss up. And I was like, no. The reason why I do it because I want the best for our students. I want the
Mhm.
best for my students. I want the
Mhm.
best for our people. I want the best for everybody in general. When one succeed, we all succeed.
Mhm.
And it was a project that nobody didn't want to take on.
Mhm.
It was during COVID. It was during COVID,
Wow.
and I risked my health literally.
Wow.
Literally, I was working full time and they needed a coordinator to kind of sign in students while the students were testing. Let's just say I was out there Monday through Friday
Wow.
while working full time, not extra pay, not no bonus, not COVID package or anything, benefits, nothing.
Mhm.
And it took a toll. Literally
Yeah.
getting up in the morning, running a whole hall, rushing down to the testing site, signing
Mhm.
in students. Sometimes there were no mask involved. So these literally were people who were testing to see if they had COVID.
Wow.
And weeks went on down the road. I was like, I should have said no because it's
Yeah.
overwhelming to
Mhm.
sign students in, record if they're getting tested or not, then turn around and do a report right after that, then take that report and break
Mhm.
it up and dismantle it for everybody across the university. That's not my job.
Yeah.
And I said yes because I wanted the best, and the yes got to me and it burnt me out. Literally, I was sick.
Yes.
I was sick. Now, on the other hand,
Mhm.
now I'm in a new place. and I can see when it's a no from the bat.
Yeah.
If we're a team, let it be a team thing. Don't let it be a team will thing.
Yes.
Because I'll burn myself out, rip myself out, and then I'm looking like, oh, I'm come home and I'm tired and I don't know what I'm gonna do. And I
Hmm.
no, I allowed that.
Yeah.
I allowed that. Even my students were seeing, they're like, you look tired.
That's right.
You need a break. And young people will see stuff on us that we normally don't see on ourselves. And
Yes.
we're so quick. And one student called me out. You're so quick to get on us when we're burning ourselves out and doing too much.
Wow.
You're not doing it.
Yeah.
You don't even look your color. You look pale.
Wow.
And I mean, I was out there when it was raining, it was cold, it was hot. The weather was changing, and I was getting myself sick because I was in between different climates and different changes, temperatures. And that was a moment where I should have said no, because you mean to tell me all of
Yeah.
us couldn't pick one day out of the week?
Yeah.
We couldn't have rotating schedules off, A, B, week, B.
Exactly.
We could have worked together, did something. But now that
Yes.
I'm in this new place, I've learned how to pick and choose.
Yes.
Is this a team effort?
Yes.
Are we going to work together as a team, or
Hmm.
just going to be on me? Because I've been at a place before where mentally I was not there.
Yeah.
I was just signing students in, and I mentally was not even there because I was tired. I was burnt out. And now that I
Exactly.
know that it happened before, it can always happen again if I didn't learn
That's
that lesson.
right.
And we had to learn lessons. And I know this is candid, but this is with the podcast, this is a what you say will moment. So I'm going to say
Yes.
it. What you say, that's a what you
Yes.
say moment. We come home and we give so much to our jobs, and we're not
Yes.
doing it for a paycheck. We're doing it for a purpose.
Yes.
So once your purpose is lining up to who you are, you're not
Yes.
going to settle for everything that's given to you.
Yes.
Because when you say yes, 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 hey, you did last time, let him get it. And now you're
Yeah.
taking home work. I don't take home work.
That's right. Leave it in the
And I'm
building.
sorry, I don't take home work. I'm not getting paid to take home work. I'm not getting paid at home to do work. So that's what I've learned in the past. But now where I'm at now, no.
Wow.
Mhm.
Wow. I love it. I love it. Now, two things that stood out to me from that is number one, your heart. Your heart. You want the best for your students. You want the best for everyone who you work around. But here's the thing that I've learned. You can want the best for so many people, including your students. But guess what? They got to want it for
For
themselves.
themselves. Yes.
And what I have learned in my experience, even on the job, that if you don't do it, if you say no, and it's something that needs to be done, someone will get it done.
Mhm.
Now, they may twist how they look at you. They may say, oh, I'm not going to ask him no more because every time I ask him, he says no. But you have to show people that your time is valuable. And I choose what I participate in. I choose what I volunteer for. I choose what I want to do over what's expected of me. So if I choose to say I'm not going to do extra today, you should not be holding that against me.
Nope.
You should say, well, she's not going to do it this time. Let me find someone else to do it. Give somebody else an opportunity to show their skills in that same manner.
And you know how I see it sometimes? I'm a big superhero fanatic. Big
Mm-hmm.
superhero fanatic. And you have the Justice League and you have the Avengers and you
Mm-hmm.
have X-Men. I'm gonna do the
Mm-hmm.
groups.
Mm-hmm.
Those teams are more powerful
Yeah.
when they are working together.
Yes.
Power Rangers are more powerful when they're working together. You don't see X-Men one person just working by themselves
Yes.
to take down the threat.
Mm-hmm.
Just imagine if Storm just went out there to fight a super villain,
Mm-hmm.
and all she could do is control the weather. When you got Cyclops who can shoot lasers out his eyes, you
Exactly.
got Wolverine.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, he's indestructible. So you have all
Exactly.
people that can bring something to the team
To make it easier for all
to
of
make
us.
it easier for us all. So when
Yes.
I hear stuff like, "Oh, it's a team project," well, it's a team project.
Everybody needs to pour in.
Everybody needs, because your gift
That's right.
will bring something else to this project.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. There we have it. What do we do at work? So even at work, we must realize that guess what? I'm not the only one working here. I'm not the only one earning a paycheck. So anything I choose to do over the paycheck is at my disposal. This is
Right.
what I
And
choose to do.
that's part of a self-reflection.
Exactly.
It's part of a
Exactly.
self-reflection. And
E-
it gets in your head, I have to do it, I have to do it. Hey, if it's not done at 5 o'clock, I'm sorry. I'm shutting my
Exactly.
computer down.
Pick it
I'm
up
shutting
tomorrow.
my computer down at 4:45. I'm going to give my I'm serious. I'm going to give
Mm-hmm.
myself my 15 minutes to relax from work.
Unwind.
I'm not taking work when I walk out the door.
Yes.
If you walk outside and you talking about, oh, how was work today? And work was a lot. We left it in the office.
Yep. That's right. That's right.
Once my
Let's
office
shift
locked,
gears.
that's it. Let's go.
You ready to shift? Now, this is a big one for me. This is a big one for me. Friends. As a matter of fact, with friends, I'm going to tie in fraternity brothers and sorors. Okay. Now, this is the piece that I value. Number one, I value the process of building friendships, building relationships in fraternity and sororities because it built a sisterhood or a brotherhood. So it built a appreciation for having a unity of a circle of special people. But even in that circle, we are all different. We may come together for a common goal in that moment. But even in that moment, there are going to be times when I'm going to have to tell my soror or my fraternity brother, no, I'm not doing it. Now, one of the things that I want you to shed light on, and for those of you who don't know, he is one of those oh so handsome men of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. We got to give that love.
Yes, we do.
But as a new member, when have you noticed? Because I know they do this all the time to new members because they know, okay, they're coming in, they just crossed, they're carrying a whole lot of energy because they're so proud of the accomplishment that they have done. But even in that moment, they can take advantage of a new member. So I want you to share with me a moment where, as a new brother, now you done been in the fraternity for a while now, but I want you to just think back to a moment where you felt like, you know what? I think my friends trying to take advantage of me, They're trying to put a little too much on my plate here. I should have said no.
Woo.
Now let's keep it clean now. We don't want to share no hidden secrets, but let's
Of course
think of
not.
a
Of
moment.
course not. Of course not.
Of course.
Recent. Uh, I would say last year. Everything I think a pivotal point of me was like last year. Really, I
Wow.
would say last year. Even with
Okay.
that, um, it was May, and I was dealing with
Mm-hmm.
craziness at work,
Mm-hmm.
and I was literally at a red light.
Mm-hmm.
I'm setting the story up. So I was at a red light, coming from work, dealing with
Mm-hmm.
work, talking to one of my coworkers about work,
Mm-hmm.
frustrated, just getting it out because we were literally being hollered at work, and I
Mm-hmm.
didn't tell too many people, and I was fighting depression. I'm gonna be honest, I was fighting depression.
Mm-hmm.
Even at work, students would see me, and I would see the students, but they never knew what was going on,
Mm-hmm.
and literally was rear-ended at the red light.
Wow.
Literally rear-ended at the
Mm-hmm.
red light. So um was having back problems, was in pain, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And I called. I
Mm-hmm.
went in my phone.
Yes.
I was just in an accident.
Mm-hmm.
My eyes opened up to who showed up.
Wow.
My eyes saw who showed up.
Wow.
And a couple of brothers showed up right
Mm-hmm.
here, Chestnut Street, in
Mm-hmm.
front of Papa John's. Literally. raining. It started raining. How it was. It was too much going on, but they showed up. That was when I got to see who showed up for me.
Wow.
Um, we had an event,
Mm-hmm.
and they love working you when of course you knew, and of
Yeah.
course you want to, of course, because you're hard and because you like working, because you joined, you want to serve.
Mm-hmm.
The accident maybe happened that Thursday, and we had an event
Wow.
that Saturday. So it was Friday night, and I was in a group message, and I didn't get a hey, I didn't get a how are you doing, nothing. And the first message
Wow.
was, hey, are you coming tomorrow morning?
Wow.
My response, and I'm being so open, no, I'm not. I was just in an accident 2 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
I can barely move. My back hurts. I'm on pain
Mm-hmm.
medicine, and you're asking me about going to an event. Instead of you saying, "Hey, how are you doing? Do you need anything?"
Mm-hmm.
You was asking me, "Was I coming?" Because I was going to work.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest. I was going to go and still not feel good, but something told
Wow.
me rest. Something said rest,
Mm-hmm.
but it showed me who showed up for me when I was in pain.
Wow.
Which brother was really my brother's keeper in that moment?
Mm.
Which brother showed up and stood and waited while the police came in the
My.
rain?
That's
Which
right.
brother texted me and called me to see if I was alive? It didn't
Wow.
stop there. It did not stop there.
Wow.
I started a nonprofit working
Mm-hmm.
with students
Mm-hmm.
to help them level up so they can graduate.
Yes.
I put it on social media. For us to be so divine and so great,
Mm.
and we're so pushing progress and pushing stuff within our communities that will help build the next generation up. A nonprofit. I only had 3 brothers to donate
What you
to the
say, Will?
nonprofit.
What you say, Will?
And I'm the same brother who was who would didn't even have groceries in my refrigerator at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sending cash out requests money back, and I didn't even get a hey, how you doing? And I was
Wow.
just doing it because I felt obligated. Y'all don't even know I'm working a part-time job because I'm catching hell at work because I'm on grant money, and y'all don't even know. The ones who show up are my brothers.
Wow.
Everybody else are affiliated members, and I promise you, I have seen it from every way. But
That's
those who
right.
show up, those
Mm-hmm.
who show up, Jesus said, you find those who find themselves friendly, who show themselves
Yes.
friendly. Hey, how
Powerful.
you doing? Doesn't hurt nobody.
It doesn't.
Are you okay, brother?
Yes.
Mentally, we know you're getting harassed at work. We know what's
Mm-hmm.
going on because you're an open brother and you put this out there to let us know that you're okay to talk about your mental health and be a
Yes.
black king. We see it on social media. We hear it on the podcast, but we don't want to ask you how you're doing. We want to ask you, can you send lunch money?
Or can you do this for me? Or can you do that for me?
Can you design this for me? Can you do this for me? And then you give me a deadline and it's last minute. And I was
Mm.
like, wait a minute. I am not me. If I'm not me, guess what? I can't be me for you.
That's right. Wow.
I can wear the letters, but if it's not me in my heart
There
first,
it goes
then
again.
what I'm doing is I'm perpetrating and I'm lying for my students, and I don't want my students to see me in a lie.
Wow.
I tell my students to put themselves first, and you mean to tell me I can't get a text or a call?
Of how you doing? Wow.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm not going
Woo.
to sweep it under the rug because
That's
once I
heavy
sweep it
there.
under the rug, then I might have a nasty house.
That's
That's what I
heavy.
learned when I was younger. I
Ooh.
don't sweep it under the rug. I expose it because once you
Let's deal with
expose
it.
it, the enemy has to deal with the lies.
That's
There
right.
are brothers now who don't even know where I live.
Wow. Deal
I
with
was in
it.
the accident, and that was one time y'all could have showed yourself friendly.
Yeah.
I started a nonprofit, and y'all couldn't donate not one penny. Come on
Yes.
now, as big as we are, everybody could have donated $1.
And we could have, oh, yes, say
And
it
we could have grown
again.
together. We could have grown together and helped these students level up and see Black men winning because we are the first.
Yes.
But it shows me that, hey, because it's not your agenda, you're not going to support it.
That's right.
I'm cheerleader for everybody else. I'm coming to
Mm-hmm.
everybody's program. I'm limping. Sister, I am limping. It took you
Wow.
to tell me that. I'm being so candid. When you said, you're not yourself, you gotta learn to say no. That was a few months ago, and that woke me up.
Yeah.
I'm up here falling out, and y'all don't even know I'm falling out
Wow.
randomly. I'm walking and I'm holding on the wall so I won't fall.
Wow.
I went to an event and a brother didn't say, "Hey, we miss you." The first thing he said was, "Oh, it's good to see you around. We haven't seen you in a while." I said, "The first thing you should have said was, how are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
Is everything okay?"
Exactly. Wow.
Y'all didn't even know I couldn't even drive for months. I
Wow.
was getting chauffeured like driving Miss Daisy. That was me. But guess who was doing it? Not my brothers, my students that I serve,
Yes.
my mentees,
Yes.
my mentees that I'm pushing.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, no, we got you. We'll take you to the store. You're always there for us. You're giving us gas money. So the ones who show up, I show up for.
Yes. Wow.
And I make
Now
no
that
apologies for it.
is
I make no
powerful.
apologies for it because I used to have a superhero syndrome. I love superheroes, but I am not a superhero. I go run to go put my cape on. Oh, I gotta play superhero. No, y'all don't need me.
That's right.
Y'all need a number.
Ooh,
I'm not a number. I'm a whole being. I may
you
have a social
matter.
security number, but I have a name.
That's right.
I have a heart. I have feelings.
Mm-hmm.
I have
And I
integrity.
matter.
And I matter in this world.
Yes.
Not because I'm not in a clique, not because I'm your friend, not because, hey, you know, I gonna put the letters on and I want to shine. I don't have to put my letters on to shine. I shine every day.
Yes.
My light comes from
This little
above, and
light
I'm
of
gonna
mine,
shine
I'm
every
gonna let
day.
it
Whether
shine.
I'm sick and tired, I'm doing what I need to do for me.
Me. Take care of me first.
If you
Wow.
don't put self first, and I tell people, we be so quick to rush to join an organization. Like my students
Yeah.
now, they're so, oh, you're in an organization. No,
Mm-hmm.
no, priorities,
Yes.
priorities. If you don't know who you are now, when you join this organization, you will
That's
not
not
be
gonna
you.
define you.
You're just going to be another letter.
That's right. Wow.
You know, you heard it. Oh, he is the alpha. No,
Mm-hmm.
I'm Will.
That's right.
I'm Will. I know what I bring to the table. I am the
Yes.
table. I am the table.
Yes.
I am the table because I'm not pulling from my organization. I'm giving to my organization and I'm being a light for my
I'm
organization
adding
and I'm
value
being an
to it.
example for my organization. And some people get it twisted. It's not about the letters, it's about what's in your heart.
That's right.
We do the chants, we do the strolls. But guess what? Strolls to social media and like a comment, post something, share something,
Yes.
repost it.
Mm-hmm.
I saw it on that end too. I saw it on social media and you can't support my social media. But this is the best one, and we're gonna go to something else. I was giving money
Mm-hmm.
for people for, I guess, apparent for different
Mm-hmm.
reasons, and it bothered me and it burned me, and I had to release it in 1 hour. God told me to release it in 1 hour.
Release it.
I was laying in bed, just took some pain medicine, laying down. Hey, can I borrow so and so? I'm like, okay, sure. And before I sent it, God said, wait. I said, huh? But I
Wait.
got it to give. I got it to give. I'm not selfish because I know it's gonna come back to me because I'm a giver. And see, people take advantage when you're a giver. They take
Yes.
advantage. They take, and they don't replenish. If you don't replenish, you're not a me person.
That's right.
So he said, wait. So I got a phone call, and in the phone call, they were literally ordering food.
Wow. Wow.
The only thing I got in my refrigerator is almond milk, eggs.
Mm-hmm.
I got grits in the cabinet. I got peanut butter.
Mm-hmm.
I got a few meats in the freezer, and I got like a few canned goods. I'll make that work. But you're
Yes.
at a restaurant ordering food, and you asking me to send you money. And I
Wow.
haven't been to a restaurant. I have not eaten at a restaurant. Have not sat down at a restaurant in
That is
over
so powerful.
3 months. I have been home cooking.
Cooking. Yes. But you asked me for money
You asking for money
to
to
do
eat what I
something I
eat.
couldn't even do for myself.
That part. So you
Wow.
know what I did? You know what I did?
What you did?
I took the cape off.
That's right. I'm not Superman
I'm
today.
not Superman. And if you're looking for him, guess what? You can find him in the comic books. You're not going to find him here because
Will.
you're not. And it took me adjusting my crown. If you're
Yes.
watching this right now and you feel like you are a giver and you
Yes.
feel like people are always taking, stop lending.
That's right.
Your hand is always open, close them up and get your power
Yes.
back.
That's right.
If you are there for everyone else and everyone else can't pour back in your cup, guess what? It doesn't work.
Powerful.
It's just that simple. You pouring, you pouring, and 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 you pouring. You
That's
pouring. Since this is live, this is candid. Here's a glass.
clear as day.
This is you. You pouring. I'm gonna give just a little bit more. I don't want to give too much, but I'm gonna hold a little bit for myself. Well, just a little bit more. Hey, can I borrow? Can I have?
That's
Can you
right.
come by? Can you support? Can you donate? And you're pouring and you're pouring and you're pouring and you're pouring. Well, I only got a little bit left. I got a little bit left. Who got more? Who got more of you?
Exactly.
And then when you get to the last little bit drop, you empty.
And they got it all.
And people say it, but this is the definition of you cannot pour from an empty cup.
That's right.
What you got left with, you can't even give nothing back to yourself.
That's right. My.
So,
Woo.
so yeah, I'll take a break from playing superhero because that
Yes.
means you rely on me when you didn't have to rely on me. You could have relied on somebody else. There's thousands of members in this organization. Find somebody else in the directory and you can use them because you're not going to use me. You're not going to use me in this season.
Will.
You're not. You're
Will.
not.
Will, that was powerful.
You're not going to use
Will.
me. Find somebody else.
Will, that like literally covered the rest of my topics. Like literally, you summarized everything. Now, the last curveball, because I'm so glad he literally
hit me with it. Come on, come on, come on,
hey,
come on, come
the
on, come on. I'm
doors,
ready.
the
I'm
doors
ready.
of the church is open, Will. We're done. We're done. The last thing that I know people have struggled with. I know you say friends of pouring out. But one of the things that I know pulls heavy on people is family. I know. And they carry this, oh, well, that's your family. That's your brother. That's your mother. That's your daddy. That's your sister. That's your first cousin. But even family has options. You're going to have to realize that the word says honor thy mother and father. Not be a burden from them or be a burden to them. But I've seen a lot of my friends, including myself. I'm just going to be honest with you. A lot of my friends have felt so burdened because I'm not going to say no to my mama. I'm not going to say no to my daddy. I'm not going to say no to my brother. That's my brother. But one thing I have learned is the enemy will use anybody to distract you or throw you off the path that God has for you. Now, everything that you've worked for, you go on your job, you make your money, you pay your tithes, you do everything you're supposed to do according to the word, and there's still somebody that will pull on your heart to take care of them instead of them realizing that it's time for them to take care of themselves. So I had to share this with someone maybe about 2 weeks ago. And someone shared it with me. And I'm just going to continue to share it because it was so powerful for me. Sometimes some people's storms is literally divine intervention. And here we come with the superhero cape to intervene on a lesson God is trying to teach them. Like you said, You're sitting here cooking, and somebody probably spent their money on some shoes or whatever else, and I'm going to ask my brother for his money to pay for a meal that I could go home and cook myself.
Make it make sense.
At some point, you have got to step back and say to myself, every single time you ask for help, every single time you come to me, it's about the same thing. Maybe God is trying to teach you something. And every time I save you, I'm intervening on a divine intervention to help you become independent, to help you learn that I have everything I need to stand on my own. I shouldn't have to burden somebody else to take care of me. I shouldn't have to ask a friend or make them feel guilty and guilt them into doing something for me. Well, I don't know what I'm going to do. See, what I've started to do is this, and I do this with some of my friends that probably done picked up on it, but I love y'all. Y'all know I love you. But at the end of the day, sometimes friends will call you in a panic. They call you in a panic. Hey. Immediately, guess what I do, Will? I'm going to call you right back. I'm going to call you right back. Whatever they're going through in that moment, you're going to figure this out. I give them sometimes 10 minutes, Will. That's it. Maybe 10, 15 minutes. When I call back, they already calmed down. You know why? Because I made you carry your own cross. Mm-hmm. Whatever you was going through, I was not about to carry it. I got my own cross to carry. So this time, I'm going to say no to you and all your drama and all your frustrations, and I'm going to focus on maintaining my mental, maintaining my emotions, because people like me and you, people with big hearts, we don't never want to see nobody struggle. We don't never want to see nobody hurt. It hurts us to see somebody struggle, especially like you say, when I know I got it. I know I got the money I can lend you. But even in that moment, God was like, okay, but how you don't know I'm making you save that money for somebody that really needs it? Somebody that really needs that money.
Someone who's deserving.
Exactly, or more deserving. So I thank you for that transparency, because one of the things that I heard from you is, guess what? In this season, mm-hmm. Superman cape comes off. Mm-hmm. Superman cape comes off. And I have realized for myself, because last year was my year too, I have realized for myself, when I started saying no to others, God started saying yes to all my prayers. All my prayers. Because I aligned my prayers with my purpose. And when I started doing his will, I got more yes from him than from anybody on this earth. I got more yeses from him. And in regards to the nonprofit, we've been running now for 3 years. And I am happy to say this, Will. I know thousands of people that know me from school, from work, and all kinds. Do you realize every single person that has poured into M.A.D, on the exception of a handful, are people I just met? People I just met. They don't know nothing about me. They don't know nothing about my background. They probably don't even know my last name, but they know my purpose. Mm-hmm. And they attached themselves to my purpose, not for what I could do for them, but what I was already doing for others. And they said, no. When they asked them, oh, well, how much you gonna charge M.A.D to do this? Oh, we're not gonna charge you anything. Well, how much was you going to charge M.A.D to do that? Oh, we're not going to charge you anything. When I started saying no to everything else that was not in his will, everything I asked for in his name, he gave me a yes. He gave me a yes, because in this season, I said, I ain't taking care of nobody no more. I'm taking care of what God told me to take care of. And the power of discernment is so powerful. Being able to hear him when he says, like you say, don't send it just yet. Don't send it just yet. Because guess what? I promise you, if you say no, they're going to ask somebody else. Mm-hmm.
They will.
until they get a yes. And if they keep getting a no, maybe it's something inside of them that will say, you know what? Maybe I'm supposed to do this for myself. And that is so powerful to the point where I'm going to say this because a lot of people know me. They know me personally and they know my family. They know how I am with my family. I love my family, all my family. But when I went to purchase a home, there were so many people. Oh, you can go through this program. You can go through this program. You can go through this program. They pay for this. They help you with your down payment. They help you with everything. I had family members that even told me, "Oh, we'll help you with this. You just let us know what you need. We'll help you with your down payment." God said, "You ain't asking nobody. You ain't asking nobody because I want all the glory. I'm gonna get all the glory. Ain't nobody gonna be able to say they helped you." So I appreciated the no's when I said, "Hey, can you help me with this?" No, I appreciated them no's because those no's made me look to Him.
Amen.
So there is a time to say no, and there's also a time to look to the right one for a yes. Stop looking to everybody around you and look up.
Look up.
And if he don't say yes in that moment, maybe it's just not yet.
And we had to keep the reminder.
It's
All
not
things
yet.
work for our good. All things
Yet.
work for our good.
All things.
All things. Thanks be unto Him who causes us to win, who causes us to always triumph. So we never lose. The L's that we take in life are not losses. They're lessons. They're
They are
lessons.
lessons.
It's
Yes.
going to teach me. I didn't get it the first time. Okay, I'm going to try harder. I didn't get
Yes.
it. In undergrad, I took the same class 7 times and failed it. Not ashamed to say that. Took it at another institution, got an A. So therefore, lessons.
Lessons. Powerful. Well, we can stay on all day, Will. You know we can do this. But before we get off,
Okay.
I want y'all to go and follow D. William. He has a podcast that he airs on Sunday. What You Say, Will. And as
What you say,
you've gotten
what
a
you
sample of
say,
it. What you say?
what you say, what you say is a catchphrase. It's a catchphrase.
What you say? What you say? Okay, I got it.
You know, back in the day when you was younger.
Okay,
What you say?
Got it.
Open,
So I want y'all to follow him.
Open and transparent.
I want you to follow him because guess what? We need to have hard conversations. We need to stay open and we need to be aware of what's going on. Before we log off, of course, we want to thank all of our viewers. Please share this with someone. There's someone that needed to hear this. There's someone that's struggling with this right now. How do I say no and not feel guilty? We know it's Black History Month, and one of the things that I was at my daughter's Girl Scout meeting, right? And my daughter's Girl Scout meeting, they basically was pulling different African, phenomenal people in Black history. And one of them said Rosa Parks. And kids have a different interpretation of adults. Of course, we know what Rosa Parks stood for. But her interpretation was not yet. Rosa Parks said, "I'm not moving. Not yet. I'm sitting here. I'm tired. I'm not moving." She said, Rosa Parks said, "Not yet. I'm not moving." And the more she sat there, the more profound that little girl interpreted that moment. At a young age, I can say no. And I realized that Rosa Parks said, "Not yet. I'm not standing up. Not yet. I just sat down. Not yet. I'm not getting up." And even in that moment, that little girl was able to realize that even in a young age, saying no made history.
Wisdom.
So you making history when you tell people no, because guess what? They're going to always remember the day you told them no.
Listen, it took me resigning from position to be greater. I'm telling you, once you say no to other people and start saying yes, you know what? We can do this all night long because
all night.
No is a powerful
sentence. One other thing I want to share with you, Will, you're such a trip. One other thing I want to share with you, Man Cave is hosting a conference, y'all. We are hosting a conference. The William Ellis named the conference, so I'm not going to take credit from a board member. We are hosting a conference on June 10th called His Rib. Powerful. We are finally tackling, last couple months, we've been tackling the male circle. We've been tackling, of course, last month we talked about fathers. We talked about women's words. We talked about literally how we use our words with power. But now we're looking at partners. We're looking at how do these partners pour in. And so we're focused on his rib. Ain't that right, Will? That's what he named it.
His rib.
Rib. And so June 10th, 2023 in Orangeburg, South Carolina, we are hosting a spring conference. You will see ads probably in the next couple weeks. We'll get that information out to you. This is something you do not want to miss. We have couples, we have speakers, we have vendors that are coming to pour into partners. Whether you are engaged, married, thinking about getting married, or in a committed or exclusive relationship, or wanting to get in a relationship, you are welcome. So make sure you follow us on M.A.D Cave on Facebook. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at M.A.D Cave OBG so you can catch when the open registration will start. So this event you will not miss. Last but not least, we want to make sure that you know next week, Tuesday, is Valentine's Day. So we know all the lovers are going to be loving up on each other and showing each other love. But I want you to show yourself love first. Okay? Whether you got a
Buy
partner
your
or
own
not.
box of candy.
Look at you.
Buy your own box of candy. Buy your own box of chocolate. When you walk in, you're like, for me? Yes.
Yes,
Put
for
yourself
me.
first.
Only will, y'all. Only will. But celebrate yourself for Valentine's Day. Even if you have a significant other, do something and love on yourself. Love on yourself because, like Will showed you today, you can't pour from an empty cup. So you can't give out what you don't give yourself. So love on yourself. We thank you so much for joining us this evening. We know that those of you that are watching, we hope that you share it with someone. We hope that you take the seeds that we've shared this evening and pour it into your life and use it daily and consistently. We thank you again. We love you much, and y'all have a great evening.
Have a great one.
Bye.
Bye.